Hi, I'm Flint Mayor Dane Walling, and every week I want to put together a message where we can spend a few minutes talking to each other. One of the things I do is I have open office every Wednesday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, but I know that not all of you are able to make it in on that schedule. So with technology being what it is, I thought I'd put together this weekly message where I'd tell you citizens of Flint and those from the surrounding areas who want to follow and keep up on what we're doing, to know what we're up to and what we're doing every week around jobs and neighborhoods and public safety and all the things that we all care about in this community. So this will be our chance to talk. We'll do this once a week, and this tough times, I really want citizens to be informed and to know what we're struggling with, what some of our options are, and how we're going to deliver services in some new ways. I heard last fall as we went across with our neighborhood action program and was told by citizens that public safety is their #1 priority. No matter which part of the city we were in, I heard the message loud and clear that public safety is this community's top priority. And we've had to go through some tough couple weeks, and we've had to make some layoffs to our personnel in public safety because we only have so much dollars that we can work with. And it's been tough. I wanted to be honest about that up front. We've got this serial arsonist or group of arsonists who are out terrorizing this city, taking advantage of the empty structures that we have. And our firefighters have had to work very hard these last 10 days to keep up with that string of fires. Our police officers are having to work through calls faster than ever before. Some of the lower priority calls they haven't been able to get to. But we will have this largest public safety force that we can afford, and we still have the best firefighters, the hardest working police officers anywhere in Genesee County. And what they've done in these last few weeks is really a great testament to that. There's more that I'm going to ask you to do as a community and as citizens to be involved in this public safety system. And we'll be getting together on Saturday, April 24th. I hope you mark that on your calendar for a citywide summit on neighborhood action and public safety. We're going to do that at the Ballinger Fieldhouse at Mott Community College. It's going to be free. I need you to come out and take a look at the plans that we've put together through these neighborhood action sessions to improve public safety in every part of this city. I want you to look at the action items, whether it's about foot patrol or code enforcement or dealing with loitering or dealing with abandoned properties or junked up cars, whatever you're concerned about. I want to make sure that that's a part of the plan that we'll be working on together over the summer to make this a safer city. And there's a big role for you to play as a citizen, to volunteer at our mini stations, to work closely with your new foot patrol officers, and those officers will be there with us that Saturday. So plan to come out Saturday, April 24th, and meet your foot patrol officer, learn about our community policing programs and what you can do and what we can do working together to make this community safe even in these very difficult times. I've also taken a number of calls of complaints, a few people who maybe are more positive about it, but I know this change to every other week trash collection is something that you're concerned about. It's another case where we have to do some things different here in the 21st century. The dollars just don't do what they used to, and we need to make sure that we're actually protecting public safety services. And that means that we can't subsidize trash collection. We have to have that trash collection program live within its means, and that means that we had to make some changes. So work with us, and people have been doing it all across this city. Yes, I've heard a number of complaints, but I've also heard people say, I'm glad, Mayor, that you're doing some things different, that you're not going to subsidize public safety, and you're going to keep that system strong, so we're willing to make some sacrifices in some other areas. Whether you're in the red zone or the blue zone, get your trash out on your normal day during the week where your area is being collected. Buy that extra trash can if you need to. Try to do some extra recycling. Your workplace, your church, CBC Recycling right down here across the street, down the street from City Hall, will take some of your plastics. So try to do what you can to reduce that burden on us, our garbage workers coming around to pick that up, since they can only do it every other week. Tonight we'll be taking another big step forward. We're going to be presenting our budget for fiscal year 11. The City of Flint has this strange budget year. Budget year starts on July 1st and it goes through June 30th. So we're coming to the final months of our fiscal year 2010 budget, and we'll soon be starting our fiscal year 2011. And I can tell you there are some very tough choices that we've had to make in that budget. These times, we all know, aren't getting a lot easier anytime soon. And you're having to make changes with your household. We're having to continue to make changes here at City Hall. But one thing I'll tell you is that shared sacrifice really will save jobs. I continue to ask our public safety unions and now our other city workers who are represented by AFSCME, the federal, state, county, and municipal employees union, to take a concession, double digits. We've asked for 15 from our police officers and our firefighters. Shared sacrifice will save jobs, and it'll keep our services stronger because we'll have more people who we can put on those jobs. So we have two very different scenarios as we look at fiscal year 11. If we continue to not have cooperation from our unions, then we'll be stuck having to make some further layoffs across the board. If we can achieve some concession, some agreement on some ways to save costs here at City Hall with our personnel, public safety, and all of our city workers, then the impact will be much less. And that's what I'm trying to work towards. But we're going to lead the way, as we've done ever since I was elected. I won't ask anyone to take more of a pay cut than I'm willing to take myself. So I'll be asking City Council to increase my cut from 5% to 10%, and appointed and exempt employees to do the same, because we have to lead from the top, and we all have to be willing to do what we can to share in this sacrifice. But one thing that this budget will do is we're going to start investing in economic development, because we've got to turn this corner. We need to provide services as a city. Yes, I'm committed to that, but we also have to do the hard work of attracting new businesses to this community and really bringing some new jobs and economic development here. I mean, that's what we've got to have here in the 21st century. It can't just be about working with a little bit less than the year before. We've got to bring in that new development that will give us some opportunities long term to rebuild these services that we're struggling with now. So we're going to invest in economic development at a level that the city hasn't before. We're going to attract new companies and support the companies that are already here and the local entrepreneurs who have the ideas that are going to change how all of us live. And a lot of that's going to happen right here in Flint, but we've got to invest in it. So you'll see that in the budget that the city administrator and finance director present tonight, that we have to make some difficult choices, but we're also investing in our future. There's a number of tough decisions that we have to continue to work through. We've had to make a change to our golf service. We're going to have to change how we do business right here at City Hall and find ways to do more with less. So work with me on this. I hear it from citizens all the time that you're willing right now to try some things that you haven't been willing to before, and I really appreciate that, because the status quo just isn't working for this city, and we need to make some decisions and do some things different, and that's what I'm committed to. My door is always open to you. I want you to know that. So if you can come in on a Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Come about 8:30 or 9 o'clock to get signed in. You can also listen to me on Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. on Super Talk, AM Talk Radio. On Thursdays, I'm on WFLT beginning at 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 10:30, and we'll be happy to take your calls there. And then I go on WNEM Channel 5 News at about 12 noon on Thursdays, and you can go online to their website and submit one of your questions there. So I look forward to doing this with you again next week. Email me anytime at mayor@cityofflint.com or give me a call at 766-7346. We've covered a lot today around public safety, around sanitation, around the budget. Let's keep talking. Keep sending me your ideas, your encouragement, and your concerns. I'm going to work hard for you every day, and everybody with this team will be doing the same thing.